Hey everyone, this is going to be a smoky brown eye look, but not only are we using brown, we're using a lot of really interesting bronzy tones too, some sparkly colors, some pigments, so it's going to be a really fun look. And I also want to mention that on my lips, I'm using a Glam Couture lip gloss, which I haven't tried before. This shade is Silky, so it's a pretty, bronzy, a little bit of golden undertones to it. I think it's just perfect with the whole face look we've got going on. So if you want to see how I pulled off this eye look, keep on watching. Step one, I'm going to take my Be Luscious Shadow Magnet in Light and just apply that all over my eyelid. This is, since we're going to be starting out with a loose pigment, I just really like how this grabs onto that pigment and it will really keep it on our eyelid. So just a really sheer layer of that. Then I'm going to take my pigment sample that I have here from Glam Couture Cosmetics, and the color is Bronze Goddess. So it's that sort of a look, really sparkly, and it turns out to be a little darker than you initially think it will be, but that's good because we have some other lighter shades to work with as well. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just kind of dip it into what I've got here in my cap and tap off any excess, and this is just going to go basically all over our lid. And we're just using a patting motion, just trying to pat it in all over our lid. And it's kind of like a nice chocolatey brown shade, but the bronze aspect is definitely that sparkle that's in it as well. And also take it up to the crease. And this is just sort of that stage where we're putting the color on. We're not necessarily really blending it at this point. We're just trying to get it on there in the least messy way possible. Okay, then now that I've got it on there, I'm going to take my Sephora Rounded Crease brush and just kind of blend it out. Really does have a nice warm quality to it. I really like that. Then I'm going to take, this is the LA Colors. It's a 5-color set called Darling. I actually found this today for $1.50 at my local dollar store, and I think that's great. I love these 5-color sets from LA Colors because they remind me a lot of the 88 Shimmer palette from Coastal Scents. But anyway, I'm going to take my little Low Cornell 1/4 size brush here, and I'm going to dip it into this middle shade here. It's kind of just a metallic gold. Dip it in there and just go over the inner part here of your eye. And you can see it's just lightening it up a bit. Just go about halfway in. And then if you want to get even lighter, there is a white shimmery shade in that set if you want to get that right there in the corner. Okay, now we're going to pay attention to the outer half of the crease here. I'm going to take my fine crease brush here from Essence of Beauty, and I'm going to use a pressed Glam Couture shadow here. This is called Coco Puff, and it's just a really pretty kind of shimmery medium brown shade. And so just get your brush in there, and this is going to be a little bit deeper, a little more on the brownish side of that bronze shade we put on there. So I'm just kind of going over the top of what we did in the crease and just working it out a little bit. Then I'm going to take my Glam Couture eyeshadow, again in Night in Vegas. And so this has gold glitter in it. So you might think of, blacks and browns mixing, but this works really well because we keep that warmth with the gold glitter that's in this. But it's not over the top. This is a black, could be your go-to black for really any look. But I'm going to take it and target it right here on the outer section of the crease. And just kind of define our outer V a little bit more there. We had the brown, now we're putting in the smoky. And just kind of blend up, out, till you develop your desired level of darkness there. And then after you get done with that step, it's probably a good idea to sort of blend out around the edges, just to make sure you've covered your tracks there a little bit. And then I would say go back to that color in the middle of this palette, that pretty gold shade. Makes a really nice kind of fade up there, makes an excellent highlight. So I'm just going to apply that all the way up to my eyebrow. Next, I'm going to use a deep brown liquid liner. I'm going to use my Femme Couture liquid eyeliner. This is available at Sally Beauty Supply, and I'm going to use it, again, in brown is the shade name. And so I'm just going to go from inner to outer corner on this. Just building a foundation here for the false eyelashes that are going to come. And we're extending it out a little bit just kind of to blend and make sense with that outer V. It's just going to make your eyes look a whole lot bigger when you do something like this. Then for our lower liner, I'm using my Revlon Colorstay pencil in black brown. And for this part, just blending it up to that brown liquid. And then just taking it down below, and I will pull this all the way into the inner corner here. Now we want to make sure we set that liner that we just did there. So I'm going to use Night in Vegas on the outer part of that, and then I'm going to use a different brown shade for the inner portion. So just to kind of keep with this, you know, darkness we've got going on the outer part here. This just helps with absorbing any oils that come about as a result of that liner. Then I'm going to take Coco Puff, that pretty brown shade, get some of that on my liner brush, and apply that right there. Kind of meet them halfway. Next, you want to go ahead and curl your lashes. I'm going to apply a coat of Too Faced Lash Injection mascara, and then I'm going to apply some false lashes, and I'll join you with the finished look. Alright guys, here's our finished smoky brown look. It's just a really warm look. It's good for summer because a lot of us are trying to go for that bronze skin look as well, so this goes right along with that without being maybe as stark as a black smoky eye. Elsewhere on the face, I used my Milani powder bronzer in light. I did a lot of contouring with that, kind of around here and around the cheeks, and I also used my CoverGirl's Cheekers blush in golden pink as a nice cheek contour there. It goes right along with our color scheme. And then it's sort of an overall shimmer, concentrating mostly on the center of the face. I used my shimmer strips from Physicians Formula in Waikiki Strip. That's kind of a peachy glow bronzer and slash highlighter. So I hope you guys like this look. I think it's definitely very wearable for the summer months, so, and really any time of year for that matter. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day.